Welcome to Dad's DeFi Space. I'm Kevin, and I'm so grateful you took a moment of your day to spend it with me, your crazy guide to everything crypto and DeFi. Please, before we begin, take a moment and like and subscribe, ping that notification bell, and check out our links below, help support the channel. Be sure to find us on X at CryptoZone1013 and check out our webpage at dadsdefispace.org and consider joining my private group. One more thing before we begin. Remember, none of this is financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research. Doing your own research helps you to build conviction. And remember, crypto and DeFi is a risky game. You can lose all your money, so never, ever invest more than you can afford to lose. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get to today's video. Now, what I would like to look at now specifically is my DeFi portfolio. So right now, with our DeFi portfolio, we're tracking in at right around $11,000 a year, a DeFi income, and about $1,000 a month. Just to summarize, I have heavily downsized my DeFi portfolio. I have less positions, and we're going to concentrate them, and much of my DeFi and my yield is coming from lending leverage positions, and we'll look at that at the end if you stay with the stream. So we're going to take a look at my portfolio. This time we're a little short on time, so go ahead and take a screenshot. Here is the whole thing. The foundation of my entire DeFi portfolio is a revert Arbitrum position. Revert, we just made a video on how to leverage our LPs to add more gains into our position, earn more yield. We'll look at that in a minute. My revert ARB is a wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped Ethereum position. This is a crypto to crypto position. The value is just under $5,000. These are estimates, by the way, because I was just revising this last night. And I like the wrapped Bitcoin, wrapped ETH position, not for the yield, because the yield on this one is 25% a year, APR, but I'm trying to capture price appreciation as Ethereum season begins, hopefully in the next few weeks or months. So I don't want to lose as much yield being in a crypto stablecoin position like, excuse me, like some of my others, but this wrapped Bitcoin position has been stable. It has been doing exactly what I want it to do, and it's a safe one to leverage up. Now, let's take a look at position number 2, and that is over on VFAT, and it's a wrapped ETH USDC position. It's sitting around $1,000 right now, give or take. I've been just building it back up, and the approximate APR is 75%. Of course, it fluctuates, and once I go through the first couple positions, we'll take a deeper look at some of these. Now, before I go into my next position, which is on Orca, and this is a Solana USDC position, I would like to go back and discuss Revert Finance. Now, if you're on Revert Finance, you really should consider. Hold on, this is the wrong wallet. Let's disconnect this one and connect this one. And there you go. So this will bring up my Revert Finance position, right? And you can see that my loan health is pretty healthy right now. I could even take out more of a loan. We have about $2,500 of assets in this one, and then we've leveraged it around $1,000. Now, some of our leverage was put into a different position, which we'll talk about later, Ethereum, Aether. But this one, I'm hoping to get a lot of price appreciation, and some of this position was not leveraged back into my liquidity pool like most people would do. That is just to help you kind of you know, increase your APR even more, yield on yield, by borrowing and then using those fees to add back into the position. I am doing that with some of it, but some of my funds are actually within DeFi lending positions on Aave on the Arbitrum network. And I'll show you that at the end if you stay with the stream. But please check out our video on how to do loans with LP positions using Revert and how to automate your positions on Revert. Now, let's go back to our next position in our portfolio, which was an Orca position of Sol USDC. So this is the metrics of the Sol USD position. Now, the yield has dropped quite a bit in the last 24 hours. I'm sitting at an APY of about 44% right now, but the 30-day average APY on this has been 121.22%, which is absolutely awesome. So if you see, looking at the chart, we pretty much have been in an uptrend since the summer. Now, of course, with a crypto to stable position, you will suffer impermanent loss. So you always want to make sure that your yield is outpacing that impermanent loss. If I go over to Orca to look at these positions, you can see that the Solana USDC over here has a range of 152 to 200. I think it'll stay in this range for quite a while. And on top of that, I am earning a 30-day yield right now of 57%. And this fluctuates anywhere between, there's not 30 days, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. A 365-day yield of 57%. But if you were to check this 24 hours ago, it was printing around 180% a year in APR. That is why you can't trust the APRs that you see even within DeFi Llama, unless you're looking at 30-day averages. And more risky positions, you can lower the time frame maybe to 7 days. But you can see that I'm earning around a 60% yield today. Yesterday it was above 200, and the actual average is sitting around, I don't know, 125% to 150%. But I have added this new position, JUPSO, that we'll talk about in just a bit. But let's get back to our full DeFi portfolio. So the next position, we'll be heading right back to Orca, and that's Jupiter Solana. You know that Dad's DeFi space, we are super bullish on Jupiter, the DEX. I know there's been a lot of Solana FUD with the Libra token launch, Argentina and Hayden Davis, but we're moving on from that. And I believe that the Jupiter DEX is going to shine even more. They have really created a staking and ASR program that's really benefiting the holders. I've been earning at least 10% a quarter every quarter on my stake Jupe through airdrops and fees. Now, they're moving into an actual kind of staking format, so I'm waiting to see how those votes go. But remember, if you are holding and staking Jupiter, you got to vote to get those rewards. Now, let's take a look at that position real quick over on Okra. You can see this Jupiter Solana is earning around 64% a year, and the yield was double that over the last 2 days, which is absolutely awesome. I love those consistent yields, and I've been getting that with my Solana USDC. I've been getting that with my Wrap Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few others on VFAT. All right. I'm running low on time today, so we're going to pick up the pace and look at a few more of these positions. Our next one, we'll go check on Revert Finance, and that is going to be Injective BNB chain. I am not actively building a bull run bag of BNB, but I am actively building a bull run bag of Injective. A video is going to be coming out showing how you can lend and borrow off your Injective using Neptune. That one will be coming out in a few days. I still have to edit it at this point. And just for those few who are on the stream right now, I hope everyone understands that I am a busy family man. Lots of kids, house to run, another job, and honestly, I'm running everything single-handedly, editing videos, web page, socials, everything. So bear with me, and you will, if you bear with me, you're going to become a better player in this space. Injective is a layer one blockchain on the Cosmos ecosystem. Really, they haven't had the massive shine that some of the other layer ones have had, but is a very fast chain, a very cheap chain, and they're kind of trying to position as a the blockchain for quant traders, DeFi natives, things like that. Now, the total value locked on the chain has been kind of so-so, but I am still very bullish on Injective, especially as this run continues. And that is why we were looking into leveraging up some of our positions on Neptune. Again, video is going to be coming out shortly. But if you take a look at Revert, you can see my BNB position right here, right? And it's been averaging around 100% to 120% APR. My total APR with impermanent loss is 70%. So this position has done absolutely magnificent. I have pulled some of it out at this point that I added into my injective position because this one was sitting at like closer to 1,200 not too long ago, and now we're just under $700. But hey, if you like injective, not financial advice, but I would consider looking at pools such as this. And remember, nothing on my channel is financial advice. Everything we're doing here is just educational and informational purposes only. These are my opinions and my plays. You do you. I'll do me, but you can use this information to help you do better research and learn how to explore the DeFi space on your own. Now, let's take a look at our next position. So next, again, this will be Arbitrum Network managed through either Crystal or Revert. And I love this position too. Wrapped ETH Aether. Now, Aether is a kind of depend / AI / computing play, kind of similar to Render, but I like what they're doing. There's a lot of investment going back into their chain, and my thesis is that that investment is going to pay off towards the end of the bull run. This pool has been earning around 80 to 120%. My total APR is 67%. Right. Right now, I'm. Well, this one was rebalanced recently. I've gained tons of fees on this, but I had to rebalance recently during the last drop. But that was the first time we've rebalanced in quite a while. Both the wrapped ETH Aether and the injective wrapped BNB, both these positions have stayed in range for long periods of time. These assets are highly correlated. On that note, I would consider going into DeFi Llama and checking out their correlation coefficient. You can check and see which assets are the most correlated. That'll be a video for another day, but you can check that out for yourself on DeFi Llama. And let's get on to our next position. So now we're going to get into some of the VFAT positions. There's only a couple left. These are two very risky positions within my portfolio. These are ones I held way too long. They should have been cashed out before the AI drop because they bled out absolutely terribly. On both these, I'm down around probably 40%. It would have been closer to 60, but we earned tons of Arrow for our fees as we farmed these over on Aerodrome VFAT. So this one is AIZBT, and this is a virtual agent play on the Virtuals network. It's kind of like a crypto quant / hedge fund, excuse me, can't speak here. This virtual agent gives all kinds of alpha on X. Please check out our last live stream and our video that will be uploaded later, and we talk a little bit about how it offers good kind of alpha within this space. Not always the best, and you have to sift through any mistakes, but I've actually used it for basic coin research and to get ideas. Excuse me. Next, both of these are very high yielding. The APRs can be anywhere from 400 to 200, or excuse me, 250% to up to 1200%. Now, 1200% never lasts long. So the average on these hovers between 200 and 400%. But these have been super high yielding ones. If you take a look at VFAT, you can see this AIXBT. This AIXBT is earning around 500% today. And if you look at the virtual wrapped ETH, this one is about 450% today. So super high yielding. Get myself tons of arrow rewards, and then we loan those on Moonwell, and then some of them are just added into my cold storage for later use during this bull run. Right now, let's take a look at our next one. This is our final yield farm, and this one is actually on the Sway blockchain. And we're going to take a look at AlphaFi. We also made a video on AlphaFi lately, and this one has been absolutely printing. Now, I kind of hover between two Sway pool pools. These are on Bluefin. One is a stake Sway USDC pool, which is, a derivative of Sway, and then also just a standard Sway USD pool. And they average anywhere from 250% to 800%. Last night, this one was running around 800. Now, do understand that some of your fees on AlphaFi come straight from the AlphaFi token. I am staking mine, or at least some of them right now. I've just started to do that, so there's not very many at all, almost non-existent, less than $5 worth. But this $300 pool has just been printing, and as it makes around every $100 to $200 of profit, I pull it out. I keep it as Sway, and then I deposit it into Sway Lend, where I can leverage that. These are just some of the DeFi methods that I am using. And remember, DeFi, playing this game, is risky. You got to worry about smart contract risk, impermanent loss, hacks, all kinds of things. So you always want to be taking profits and then moving profits into either our bull run bag or into stables for safe, or Bitcoin, of course, for safe storage. Now, this brings me to the final part of the stream. And what I want to look at is some of my DeFi lending positions today, right? These are all loans that I have out right now. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit so you can see this a little bit better, right? So these are my DeFi lending positions. I have a sole position on Camino, but it's combined with Wrap Bitcoin. So the total value of that's like around $5,600, and we've borrowed around 3,000. So, or not, yeah, right around $3,000. So it's one that I am not taking any more loans out of, and I'm actively depositing more SOL that we are making off of Orca right now. Next, we have my Moonwell lending positions. These are $2,600, or excuse me, $1,100 at Ethereum, $1,200 of Arrow. And this one, after I make my current deposit, will be closer to $350 of virtual. I also have some Arrow to put back into this one too. So these are what I'm building on my bull run bags. And as price appreciates, I begin to pay off some of my loans. When price is lower, I add some into, right? It's kind of like playing a game of swing trading, but you're using lending positions or maybe LPs to help you do that. All right. Now, let's take a look at our next set. These are on Aave. I have one on base. It's all Ethereum, 1.42 ETH, which is around 3,800. And then I have another one on Aave Arbitrum. Now, this is three different tokens. I have Ethereum, Wrap Bitcoin, and Link, okay? 1,000, 1,200. That is around 20, no. Excuse me. I took a $2,200 loan off that. That entire position is closer to $5,000. And then that's an estimate. So I may be way off on that. Do not judge. And then finally, I have a couple smaller positions. I have a sway land that is sitting around 510 sway, an AVAX one on Aave that's around 70 AVAX, and then an injective lending position that I'm borrowing off of on Neptune that I have 55 injective. Now, we're also staking injective and earning some small amounts of passive income off of that. Yes, we do still stake. I just don't talk about it a lot on my channel. And before we leave, I wanted to offer anyone who's been on the stream, if you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat. Or reach out to me on my webpage, dadsdefispace.org. And before we get out of here, I wanted to take a look at some of my asset allocations. Now, these numbers are not completely correct because it's not reading my DeFi positions, but I wanted to give you all a basic idea of what my portfolio allocation looks like. Now, we basically have around $35,000 with around 9,000 in DeFi positions. Okay. Now, that only includes my LPs, not necessarily all my DeFi lending. But if you take the DeFi lending, combined it with my cold store wallet positions, this is what the allocations would look like in my bull run bag. So with Bitcoin and our loaned out Bitcoin, we would be sitting right under 30%. Okay, around 30% of my portfolio is Bitcoin. I actually wish I was a little bit heavier, closer to 40 to 50%, but we are now actively accumulating Ethereum, but this will roll back over to Bitcoin soon. Solana is wrapped ETH. We're looking at around 18% of our portfolio, and 12 to 13 is Solana. Solana used to be higher, but we've been slowly positioning into Ethereum. And then our next big layer one positions are all around the same. We have 5% Sway, just under 5% AVAX, 3% Near, 3% Link. 5% Link. That's closer to my AVAX and Sway. 3% Near, 2.5% Injective, 2 1/3 World Mobile Token. Then our next positions would be ADA, Ondo, Render, Aether, and Dodge, all between 1 to 2%. Now, Ondo, we're actively accumulating right now, so that one is awesome. And then the ADA position has ballooned up because SNEC and we had some Talos, which is a virtual agent on Cardano. Those tokens went parabolic recently, and we sold some of that off into our ADA position. But like I said, at our channel at Dad's DeFi Space, we want to be completely transparent. And please let me know if you enjoy content like this. Let me know in the comments. Send me an email. Leave a comment in the chat, whatever you wish. But I appreciate each and every one of you for taking some time out of your day to spend it with me. And remember, again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Check out dadsdefispace.org and also check out our X account, Crypto Zone at 1013. And remember, do your own research. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. And those who have patience are those who win in this crypto game. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace. I wanted to share with you an opportunity with one of our partners, Weeks. I've been using Weeks to trade perpetuals and futures. So if you'd like to come trade with us right now, use our link below and enjoy 0% maker fees. And on top of that, qualify for up to $30,000 of USDT rewards. You can get rewards for signing up your phone number, for KYCing your account, certain kinds of deposit and trading volume. Help support the channel. Check out Weeks, and let's get back to the video. And those who have patience are those who win in this crypto game. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace.